Now 7 minutes before my next lesson starts that I'm teaching, and I thought I would make a video that for now I'm titling or rather, I kind of suck at learning languages, and I might change the title as I go because I might find something more that I like for a title than that. But that's what we're saying for now. Because I was thinking about something. I was thinking about something yesterday. I came home from playing badminton, okay? And for those of you guys who don't know, I play badminton a couple of times a week. And whenever I go, there's a lot of Chinese people. Like, majority, I would say, are Chinese. And a lot of these Chinese people are people that speak Mandarin. And so even like, for example, if I go somewhere with a receptionist, often the receptionist is Mandarin. Often the people I play with speak Mandarin. Like, there's a lot of, I'm just surrounded quite a bit. And many of them, or maybe not many, but a lot of them have an intermediate level in English. And so if I were to speak to them in Mandarin, I think there's a reasonable chance that they would not try to use English and they would prefer to work with me and talk to me and communicate in Mandarin versus English. Like I feel like that would be a potential, a relatively likely thing that would happen. Now, what's funny is this is pointed out to me by my mother. My mom, she's like, Azren, why aren't you speaking Mandarin with these people? Like, it makes so much sense. And literally, my response was like, no. And I had a bunch of different excuses. The real answer, it's not really the excuses. The real answer is that I just don't feel like it. I was like, I don't really feel like talking Mandarin. I'm just not in the mood. I don't really want to do it. And in that scenario anyway. And then I started to really think about it. I was like, man, I waste a lot of opportunities to learn languages. And so, for example, there's resources for Gujarati that I have. I have my grandpa. I have a decent amount of friends now I can be asking questions to and practicing with. I have, like, God knows how many books downstairs now, like simple story books, bilingual books. I have obviously the internet. I have Mandarin. I've got lessons. I know some people now. Now I play badminton with people that speak Mandarin. There's so many, and I don't use any of them. I just don't feel like it, so I choose not to necessarily do the things that definitely would be the right decisions for me to do. And then I was thinking, like, do I kind of suck then? Does that actually mean that I'm not very good? And where my head goes is, I mean, it's kind of like it's interesting, right? It's almost like I'm a picky language learner. It's almost like there's all these different things I could be doing, and I could be so much faster, so much more effective, so much more efficient, so much I could do things so much better. And I literally just don't because I go, I don't really feel like it. Like it's almost like I'm lazy. Maybe that's the better title for this video. I'm a lazy language learner. Maybe that's a better title because I could be so much better and faster and more effective. Like I don't do practice every day. I literally learn when there's a necessity. Like literally, I'll be like, "Oh crap!" That's why I travel because then there's no choice. I'm stuck in China. I have to learn. There's like no other option here, right? Or like for example, or like I don't know, I got a text message which distracted me. Very long one anyway. So it's just like crazy. And so I guess the point of the video, there's two. First of all, I wonder if I'm the only one. So many things keep popping up on my phone. Number one, I wonder if I'm the only one who's like that, and I'm pretty sure I'm not. I think it's common enough. But more, I guess, second of all, it's cool just to share some of the weaknesses that I have when it comes to language learning, some of the things I don't do properly. I think that's kind of interesting. And third of all, and this is kind of most important, it's that I actually think when we go on Instagram, when we go online, when we go on YouTube, we go on, Tumblr, anywhere where we can find a community of language learners, I honestly think a lot of you guys have better habits than me. You have much stronger habits of how to learn languages. You have the discipline of every day writing those 20 Chinese characters, actually reading the textbook and going through it, like doing a lot of the tedious day-to-day tasks, day in, day out, practicing, watching videos, listening, like a lot of those things that me, I just don't, I don't know if it's I don't have the patience, I don't feel like it, I don't want to do it. And I was thinking, like, man, like, I question if I need to change that. Like, I question if I need to go, like, wow, these people, and here's where we get super weird, and I have a minute to go before my lesson starts, but this is where we get into a really weird place. They actually might call me, and that'll like ruin the live stream, but whatever. We're gonna hopefully finish this thought. It honestly, it's funny because when I look at my own ability to learn languages, it comes so naturally to me that when I don't do the day in and day out, I still end up getting to where I want to go with the language. But I think I could just be so much faster. And it makes me go like, huh, all this time I thought I am this talented language learner, which I think I have a lot of skills in it. But I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. But it's kind of like I wonder if maybe everyone else that's really into it, or the majority that really has the good habits, I wonder if they've got a real, actually, no, I'm not wondering, I know they have a really big they have a really big element that Azren the language nerd, doesn't really have right now. It's interesting, right? I learn in bursts. I know myself. I learn in the sense of I'm going to go intense for a while and then I might not, then I'll just be casual with it for a while. Intense, casual, intense, casual, intense, casual, intense, casual. Flip, flop, right? That's why I travel abroad. That's why I'll go to university for that matter. University forces. I'm someone who's so about the outside environment. I need my outside environment to be conducive and almost be more in that other language. I almost need that. That's why I take intensive lessons. That's why university is a big one for me. It creates a sense of accountability of you need to do this, and there's like benchmarks of how you have to move forward. When those aren't there, yeah, like I don't know, maybe I'm just not accountable. Maybe that's the real thing. Maybe I need the outside accountability. But it's just an interesting thing. So obviously this title of Azren sucks at learning languages or whatever I named it, it's not the right title, but maybe it kind of is. I don't know. I need a better title for it, but it's just an interesting little rant I wanted to get off my chest. So I'm 1 minute late for my lesson. I gotta go right now. Peace. See you guys. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye.